privilege, favoritism, and the reality of inequality. And don't forget, justice. And justice means just us. I want to talk about something that makes people uncomfortable because it will change their whole lifestyle and their situation in society. The truth is that privilege, and we're going to start off right, because privilege is a right, immunity, or benefit enjoyed by a particular person or a group of people, or a restricted group of people. Now, privilege does not automatically create inequality. That's what they say. But systems often reward those who already possess privilege and place additional burdens on those who do not. That's fair and that's true in a European world. But people of color don't get a chance and exposed to that. Now, when we talk about favoritism, we think a lot of time about a teacher's favorite student or a boss promoting a friend. But I'm talking about the favoritism that's embedded in institutions, policies, and social networks. The ones that can operate quietly without anyone announcing it and yet produce unequal results. Consider how opportunities are often distributed. People with wealth frequently have access to better schools, safer neighborhoods, stronger professional networks, better legal representation, and greater financial security. So they already have privilege, favoritism, better legal representation, and now and always have always had the greater financial security by taking whatever they thought they wanted from everybody else. But let's look at this. See, it's a difference in access and protection, opportunity. The reality is that systems tend to favor those who already possess resources. And at one time, not just us, but human beings were assets, resources. Banks often are more willing to lend money to people who already have assets. And if they even don't do that, they redline us. Employers frequently recruit through existing networks. You know, family, cousins. You look more closer to me than he does, so come on over here. Political leaders take most advantage of this system because, see, they are influenced by financial power. Legal outcomes could be affected by the quality of representation a person can afford. Ask our president. None of these realities require conspiracy because, see, it's written into everything. The Constitution, state laws, civil laws. Privilege attracts opportunity. Opportunity creates additional privilege, and the cycle continues. But meanwhile, those without resources face a different reality, one that nobody wants to face, that is privilege because they cannot see life from our side. Ask anybody if they want to be black. They may work harder simply to reach the same starting point. That's what we've always had to do. Spend more energy overcoming barriers. They may even possess tremendous potential, yet never receive the opportunity to demonstrate it. And sometimes that is done exactly for the purpose that those in power need it. This is where inequality becomes visible. But it's always visible, but you can't possess it. And it's not because one group is inherently better or worse than another. And it's not that success is wrong, but access to opportunity is not properly distributed. History repeats and demonstrates this pattern. Throughout civilizations, power has often concentrated in the hands that already got money and political authority. The names and circumstances change, but the patterns remain remarkably consistent. Those with power frequently shape institutions, and those institutions often protect the existing advantages in those who support them. And those without power must struggle to gain access until they stop struggling and remain like couch potatoes. This issue is not whether successful people deserve their achievements, but I don't care about them because they don't care about me. And so therefore, they do all kind of things. Okay? We never get a fair chance to start at the supposedly starting line. We have to start behind. Society is committed to justice, must be willing to ask itself difficult questions. Who has access to quality education, capital, political influence, legal protection, benefit of the doubt? Who has to constantly prove themselves, recover from mistakes? Who is permanently damaged by them? Those questions reveal more about inequality than any slogans can, because inequality is not simply about income. It's about power, access, influence. The voice to be heard versus the voice ignored. Rights without access can become promises without power. That is our Constitution. And that is the Constitution of most people in power. It requires honest examination of the structures in order that we may shape opportunities for those in unequal positions. And it's not about blaming individuals for advantages. It's about creating a better place for those who have suffered all these centuries. It's about recognizing systems that produce unequal outcomes. The goal is to ensure that talent, character, effort, and determination matter more than inherited advantages, social connections, or economic status. See, a just society doesn't punish success, but what it does is it removes unnecessary barriers. It does not ask who deserves dignity. It recognizes that dignity belongs to everyone. The truth is that favoritism has always existed wherever power exists. The question is whether we have the courage to acknowledge it, not to create division, not to assign collective guilt, which I must assign collective guilt because the collective are guilty, but to build institutions that are fairer, more accountable, and more accessible to all people, because the measure of a society is not how well it serves the privileged. The measure of a society is how it treats those with the least power, the fewest resources, and the smallest voice. So what does that say about our society? This is not fairness in practice. Our goal is to be equal in every generation, for every person, and while we're at it, to repair those people that we have injured. But then that would put us on a more equal footing. And the goal is for us to never have the same equal footing as those who used to own people, who already have privilege, who already exercise favoritism. See, our goal should be the same as any other culture, whether it's here, Africa, or wherever globally, because if you knew who you truly were, you would cease being who you are now.